Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. And secondly, I just want to draw your attention to the two sheets that have been left on your seats. The first one is a programme of our event, and the second sheet is our voting sheet, where you can choose your favourite piece of art or poetry. We're in no way trying to compare any of the artists or the poets. It's just simply a little bit of fun. On behalf of Babylon Trust, I'd like to wish you all a very pleasant time. And now please welcome with me our chairman of the event, Hamad Al-Aham. Thank you.
That was a short introduction to Babylon Trust and what they do. Before we continue with the poetry, as you may have seen, the beautiful artwork around the hall. So before we move on to the poetry, we would like some of the artists to come up and speak about the inspiration behind their artwork.
So I guess as an artist, I haven't been formally trained. So for me, it really has been kind of an evolution process. I started off with doing some traditional artwork, and that kind of moved on to impressionist work, which kind of moved on to expressionist, which kind of moved on to cubism, which kind of moved on to abstract work, which I currently do at the moment. I think that's probably what I'm most comfortable in.
So when I was younger, I was first inspired by graffiti. I used to do graffiti myself at school and used to sell them. But so I wanted to try and work around a career path into that. So I spoke with a few teachers, and the work I used to do at school in my design technology class was really good, and it was even displayed. And teachers wanted to buy it for £300 when I was 16. So I was like, you know what, this is for me. So I went on to do the industrial design engineering, and now I've done this piece for this event, and inshallah more to come soon when I have more time. So thank you.
I was taken originally from a miniature. So originally the artist was trying to capture life and different things surrounding life and capture them in a smaller version, but keep them floaty and dreamy. And this is where it originates from. And in terms of how long it takes for each one of these to be created, I would say the one on the right hand side, that one took 3 months. 3 months, but obviously on and off.
So on to our main event of the day. That's not the shadowing artwork, but poetry. And as you've seen from the list of artists, we have got quite a lineup today. And not only that, one thing that I've seen from the lineup that's really inspired me is that not only is it a mixture or variety of different types of poetry, we've got different types of people here and from different genders as well. I think it's really important that we encourage people to come up and participate, show us what they have and the talent that they have. So I think the next hour or so is going to be quite an excellent hour for everyone to enjoy. As Sister Sora said at the back, you do have some sheets on your chairs. Now the idea of this is for everyone to vote. Please do not vote for me, I'm the chairman here. But you can vote for everyone else that comes up and speaks and presents their poetry at the end of the poetry session. Then after that, we will count the votes and we will crown the best poet of the day. And I think there is also for artist artwork as well, so you can do that for the artwork if you go around in the break and look at the artwork deeper and vote for your best artist and poet. Now, as you very well know, the theme of today's poetry is that of life. Life is a very big theme. It can encompass many things, and so I'm hoping for some excellent poetry today. I myself don't consider myself a poet, I just write if I feel like it. And I'm sure everyone has an inspiration for their poetry, so if I can ask all the poets to come up, just explain a bit about their inspiration, how they start, that would be great, and then present their poetry. For me, really one of the pieces of poetry that I really enjoy till now, even every time I read it, is a very famous poet, Rudyard Kipling, I believe. If, the poem If, I'm sure everyone has read that. If you haven't read it, Google it, read it. It was famously presented in the BBC montage in Wimbledon before the final between Roger Federer and, I forgot the other guy's name, Roger Federer and Nadal, yes, where they got the two tennis players to read parts of the poem. And really, that poem itself was about challenges of life, and the challenge that they faced was this final, and they really presented the poem really well. So today the theme is that of life, and I'll start off with a short poem. I'm starting off, I will start off with the beginning of life. From darkness into light. From darkness into light, where it will begin, a new soul is born tonight. Between light and darkness, where it shall end, a new path is paved in sight. The faces surround her, a symbol of life. She cries for her mother, the sign of faith, presented to her by his grace. The smiles are clear, her radiance conveyed. Here you go, my love, take her with care. Let her be your light in despair. You are her mother, your role is clear. Stand by her, she will need you, my dear. You will feed her with strength to prosper. Your knowledge will flow within her. Your knowledge will flow within her mind. She will be shaped by your caring hands. For no other will love her upon these lands. She will be shaped by your caring hands, for no other will love her upon these lands. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, for she may be small, but with her she carries your soul. Come hold her. Come hold her and see his wonder. Come hold her and see his wonder. How life comes in and spreads its love. How life comes in and spreads its love. Take her now and listen to her beats. They are those of your great feats. You will mold her direction. You will mold her direction, and to you she will look with devotion. For you are her father. You are her father, her stable basket. Kiss her and watch her blossom. Kiss her and watch her blossom. That day, time stayed still. That day, time stayed still. To them it rejoiced at his will. To them it rejoiced at his will. There hung a picture of sunset beauty, a mother, a father, knowing their duty. A mother and father knowing their duty. So as I said before I read that, that was a poem presenting life itself, the beginning of life. It was a picture of mother and father and a newborn child. So throughout the day, throughout this program, I'll present various other poems. But without further ado, I would like to call our first poet. That's Sadat Bimali, if he can come up and present his poetry.
Don't cry because it happened. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's happened. Dr. Zeus has murmured. You'll only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West did right.
He tells you to call for him when you're too weak to fight, yet you choose to walk the other way, unaware that he's waiting for you. You rise up after every fall, forgetful of the one who gave you strength. He says, call upon me and I will respond, but you're too busy forming dreams that you overlook your main purpose. He says, remember me and I'll remember you, but your days revolve around worldly desires that your tongue forgets to utter his name.
But bricks are bricks, and no one cares, they see them all the time. They disregard my pain and labour, the early starts not known. They think 8 hours of work is tough. Try 13 or more, I say. I don't mind if you don't see pain, but the bricks you see, I did lay. Each building, each structure towering was a job of a man who worked so hard to build the place he saw on the plan. I am a bricklayer, and laying bricks is what I do each day. So when you see a brick, remember that I set that today.
The young die while the old will linger. A poignant saying that defines our dilemma. Why do we expect that old age will give us comfort? Why do we believe that longevity is of such precious importance? Why have we been brought up to desire the latter, when the truth is that age does not really matter? The longer we breathe, the further death seems from us, the greater the expectation to live a long life, the greater our illusions suffice.
Live life to help those that are needy, and you'll maintain your soul's correct perspective. Everybody is busy, but let's learn from people who keep up appearances irrespective. Everything is easier with money. Take heed of your financial affairs, but be vigilant of greed. Keep up your daily prayers. Judge not with your human size, beseech strength, not size. Compromising family for work will be our biggest demise.
For when you are at the age I am in and can smell your inevitable grave, you judge not on the wealth you gained, but on the benefit you gave.
I hate my life. I hate it so much. Life gave me a woman and gave me no luck. Life gave me a price and gave me no bucks. I look at life and I say, life, you suck. When I was a little elf, you made me puke on myself. When I was happy, you made me poo in my nappy. You gave me cuts every time I fell. You took me to school. You made it hell. You made all the kids make fun of me and tell. All the kids made fun of me because of my smell.
Religion is as an onion. Religion is as an onion. In layers does it exist. Surrounded in its skin of various colours, in its core lies its foundation. But from a view hidden deep within, at times it pains our eyes. At times it pains our eyes for the madness that people begin with. So on the outer layer, not red or brown, when with religion is wielded hate, so as this onion does the world frown. Indeed, they take it as a perfume. When in need, let me spray it as a feature, whilst inside stagnant my faith. Fresh is the smell of power, the demeanour. But cut open this onion, let your eyes shed a tear, not out of willingness or laughter, but a tear.
Perfect, born free, so cold inside, somewhere in a cold cloud, sometime on a cold night. I was left to fall and waver beneath the wind, sway amongst the angels, descend into this earth. Someone like me, but they fell as rainfall, melted before the downfall, fell fast, but I kept my cool, even though I was destined to burn. I landed and walked the streets, felt the heat, lost my perfection in an instant. The earth was fired to my cold inner self. Let me explain what I felt. Use time as my reference, use its line as my sentence. Soul of humanity, I'm a snowflake, cold of insanity. I walk the streets losing my design, disintegrated by animalistic minds. So rapidly, but somehow, someway, I survived. I was there, I watched Temujin rise, looked Machiavelli in his eyes, I heard the Chechenians cry. I was there with Mandela like a semi on his side, and knowing me was the reason why Kennedy died. I saw Little Red evolve into Malcolm X in his prime, saw Templars conquer through dividing, manipulate the mathematics of falsehood and right. The sort of equation making changes to one side equals a lie. Evil is right, infiltrate the ranks of society to the strength of the fight like a thief in the night. Lost of your treasure and they control what the people could find. Now the globe's warming up, I'm not easy to find. I stood behind Solomon, saw James fall, what spirits fly. I saw Gothic magicians connect with dark dimensions to call the demons from the skies, forming books of dark legacies taught to control the minds. See, I lost my design. How could I explain but use time as my reference, use this line as my sentence? I burned when I saw a man die for my redemption in Babylonian lands. He was a spark of freedom falling into petroleum hands, the flame in the hearts of the believers. I walked through this land disfigured by the past. I remember when Fatima lost a baby she never held in her arms. Transferred my presence onto a ship behind an ignorant master. Saw a coloured man whipped, forced to sleep in a ditch. These are the conditions he was living in after being royalty in his own land. See, some of them were princes, kings. I can't believe the way they treated a young girl, an ex-mother, a grown man. It's not a matter of colour, these are just symptoms and signs. The cause I was losing my design. See me, I am pure, perfect and white, but do not see humans in the same way. The same concept does not apply. The temperature is no longer right. I was once optimistic, call my journey a flight, but now I'm falling faster, losing my design. Balance is unstable. I felt this way ever since Cain took his brother's life, up until I saw the plains of Hiroshima rise, boom. Saw a mushroom forming the same skies I was falling from. Children looked onto images that put fear in them. Somewhere amidst the madness, I was there all along. And now I'm seeing images of materialism, people indifferent to the suffering they witness, lost in their own worlds and plights. And if only I could speak, I would tell Ibrahim in the hope he can see that. I know he feels pain because he tried, but pain is what I've seen, and pain is where I've been. And still I am a crystal, and still I have a dream, and still I can be freed from the hell's pits. The heat of this earth, man, trust me, I felt it, losing my design, and I can't even help it. I'm the snowflake of humanity, and I'm this close to melting.
Yet though justice upon his breast he wore, the envious against him, they still waged war, and the age in Ali's eyes await it, then war. Can a believer kill a believer? Can a believer kill a believer? He who reads history's pages, he has read would see Jemal, and the mother who has read the death of her own sons with her hands coloured red. She raised a sword against the Prophet's brother.
Eyes tearful of what they've seen. Pain tastes bitter as tears stream down the face to the lips. Mind has awakened from the self-feeding illusion, lost between what once was and what is. The end is near, it says, feeding courage to the hopeless. Hopeless with nothing to give. The end is near, and the end is near.
The 11th of September 2001, and power still flows from the barrel of a gun. We will conjure enemies. Armageddon has begun. Green is the new threat, and the red is undone. The spark was in Tunisia, now the fire is in Wall Street. Every heart is Tahrir. Can you hear the drum beat? The counter-revolutionaries dance off beat, and the underground rebels hide like mesquite. People rise up, but the markets push them down, and gentrification must go up, changes whole towns. Inconvenient revolutions need to be shut down, because the 1% can't afford.
Oh, please just stay. She said, Mama, please leave me. I don't feel no pain. I'm in love with this man. He's no stranger to me. And without her parents' blessings, he got down on one knee. She accepted without consent. And with him she ran. With a killer, I later found myself calling Dad. I don't know how he managed, but he brainwashed an angel. And with the goodness of her heart, the devil was able to control her feelings and control her head. Who what she thought was love left her scarred and dead. Emotionally first, he suppressed and degraded her, and she never fought back, because that's not the way her parents raised her. I can't help but think patience killed my mother, and now I'm impatient to kill my mother's lover. I'm calling out to you, but the screams never reaches. Mother, may your soul rest in peace as my heart lives in pieces. Thank you very much.
Founder of Babylon Trust, Mr. Shakir Shaba.
Winner of the Best Artist, starting from 3rd place, Aun Kazemi. Second place, Ala Kamrani. And in 1st place, Haidar Wakili.
The best poetry. Again, this is not comparing any of the poets or the artists, it's just for a little bit of fun. In 3rd place, it was Nouri Sardar. And in 2nd place, it was Mohsin Shah. And in 1st place, with great pleasure, it was Ibrahim Sinsir. Well done to all three of you also. Thank you. I now leave the stage to Khadir, who's just going to say a few words. Thanks.
I just wanted to thank everyone who attended today. A big thank you to the artists, the poets, who were all wonderful. Also a big thank you to the audience for attending today and making this event what it was. And a very big thank you to our chairman for all his time and effort, and we're also poetry in this event and supporting Babylon Trust with their work. I also wanted to thank everyone who volunteered their time in making this event as successful as it was. Babylon Trust was formed to provide a platform to the youth to prosper and grow. The youth today have many talents as illustrated in today's event. We plan to continue with our work and we need your support. If you could volunteer, if you could donate, if you could just attend our events, we would highly appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, please do like our Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter and on our website www.babylontrust.com.
And just some final thoughts from me, really. I think if the Babylon Trust can do this, really, we should produce some sort of anthropology with all the work that's been presented today. It would be great to see this in some sort of publication, either on the website or something published. One poet that was sadly missed today, I have to mention his name because he's not a great poet, is Taha Adil. His poetry is amazing. If you want to check his poetry, Google him, Shia poetry. I know it says Shia poetry, but it's not actually Shia poetry. Well, it is actually Shia poetry, but it's a mixture of everything. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but it's everything. So help yourselves to some refreshments, and again, thank you very much for coming. A big round of applause to Abu Sajra and all the organisers.